Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, let us see how to solve the examples based on projection of straight lines. The question is something like this. A line AB 80 mm long has its end A 20 mm above HP and 30 mm in front of VP. It is inclined at 30 degrees to HP and 45 degrees to VP. Draw the projections of the line and find its apparent lengths and apparent inclination. What are all the data given to us? The first one is we are having a straight line AB measuring 80 mm. The second one, and the same A is given as 20 mm above the horizontal plane and 30 mm in front of the vertical plane. It is inclined at 30 degrees to HP and 45 degrees to VP. So what is that we are supposed to find out? So we are supposed to find out the two things here. The first one is the apparent length. The second one is the apparent inclinations. So we are supposed to find out the apparent lengths, means I want to find out A dash, B dash. Apparent lengths means A and B. One in front view, one in top view. Apparent inclinations means I want to find out the value of alpha and beta. So very simple analysis. If they have given to find out the value of apparent length and apparent inclinations, means given should be true length. So this 80 mm is true length and these inclinations, or I will call it as true inclinations, theta and phi. Whenever you want to find the value of apparent length and apparent inclinations, means given should be true length and true inclinations. So I will make use of grid sheet for this purpose. So this is a grid sheet. So anywhere I will just consider XY line. And I will call it as VP by HP. So VP and HP indicates the straight lines lies in the first quadrant. So the first data what I will consider here is 20 mm above HP and 30 mm in front of VP. So 20 mm is nothing but 2 grids above the reference line. 30 mm is 3 grids below the reference line. Immediately I will show the dimensions. So this is the representation of the dimension. So this is 30 mm, this is 20 mm. Need not mention it as mm. The next thing is, so we have taken these two data as of now. Next data I will consider 30 degrees to HP and 45 degrees to VP. My dear learners, very important, any inclination with respect to HP should be shown under VP. Any inclination with respect to VP should be shown under HP. This is very important. So 30 degrees to HP, I will make use of protractor. I will show under VP. This is the VP space. So I will keep my, meanwhile I will call this point as A dash and the point A. I will keep my protractor at a point A. Mark 30 degrees. Inclination to HP they have given, I am showing it under VP 30 degrees and vice versa. 45 degrees to VP they are asking, I am show it under HP. So measure 45 degrees. Draw a line first. Yes, a very important observation is, as of now, how many lines I have drawn? Almost all the lines are of minimum thickness. I repeat, it is a minimum thickness. Now let me obtain the, I will consider the next data. What I have taken these two data. Left out is only one data, that is 80 mm, that is under the heading true length. So 80 mm is, I will measure 8 grids in the compass. So I will call it as a grid 10 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 mm. Why? Because very clearly they have mentioned the unit, 1 unit is equal to 10 mm. So I have taken 8 grids. Else you can take 8 centimeters in the normal scale. So from this point I will just cut a small arc 80 mm. I will cut one more small arc 80 mm. So there is no proper intersection here. I will extend this line. Yes, now I'm having something called as locus. What is that locus? That is the imaginary line. So there is a locus, one locus here. Let us not forget there is one more locus here. Here is the one next locus. There is one more locus here. So here we are having 4 different locus. So I will call this is a point A, henceforth this is a locus of point A, and this would be point B. So this is the locus of point B. I will just update the lines. So we can clearly see here, so this is the locus of point B, A and B. But how do we differentiate that locus? So this is the locus of point B in the front view. This is the locus of point A in the front view. This is the locus of point A in the top view. This is the locus of point B in the top view. Whenever you are having true length, whenever you are having a true length with you people, true length has to be projected. Go for the projection of the true length. The projected true length has to be rotated. Thereby you are getting the apparent length. I repeat, whenever we are having true length has to be projected, that has to be rotated, thereby we are getting the apparent length. So what is that we are supposed to find out? Apparent length, right? And I'm having true length. I will go for the projection, I will rotate it, I'm getting the apparent length. Don't you think once we are having apparent length, I will also be getting apparent inclinations? Yes, this is the procedure. Please follow this flow chart. In other words, I'm having a true length now. I will make use of scale and pencil. So from this point I will just drop a perpendicular. I'm just going for a projection with a minimum thickness. Where should I start my projection and stop my projection? Very important. I'm starting my projection at this point. So projection has to be stopped at the opposite views and opposite locus. I'm starting from the locus B. So I should stop my projection at locus A. And I'm starting at front view and I'm supposed to stop at top view. Hope it is clear. Now, as per the flow chart, what I told you, make use of rotation. This point as the center, this is the radius. So place your compass needle and the compass lead, something like this. Draw an arc so that it will intersect the previous locus what we have drawn here. Hope it is clear. So as per the procedure, true length, projection, rotation, I will be getting the apparent length. Now you can see here the arc is intersected at locus of point B here. So from this point, draw a line that will be the apparent length. Students, very important observation. This is the first line I am increasing the thickness. Only the apparent length has to be increased in its thickness. Rest all lines with a minimum thickness. Let us follow the same procedure the other side. I'm having one more true length here. True length has to be projected. Till where the projection should go? I'm starting from projection of point B, locus of point B in the top view. Stop at locus of point A in the front view. Where is that? Here it is. So from this point, opposite locus, opposite point. So make use of compass. Now go for rotation. So rotate it. Now join this one. This will be the apparent length. So this is A dash. The corresponding opposite apparent line will be B dash. The next point will be B1 dash. B1 dash, if you are coming downwards, show the arrow mark. So this is the line point B1 here. So this is the point A. The corresponding apparent length will be B, and the next point will be B2. B2 projected upward direction. So this will be B2 dash. I will take a while and update the angular values. That means to say that I want to check out the angle between the locus line and the apparent length. So this is the angle 30 degree we have taken. So this is the angle 45 degree we had considered the initial stages. Now this will be the angle alpha, and this is the angle beta that we are supposed to find out. Now make use of protractor. Keep it at the point A dash. The angle alpha stands exactly on 45 degrees. And angle beta stands on 56 degrees. Okay, the next part is place your protractor on the point A. Very important. Place your protractor on the point A in par with the true length line. Mark 90 degrees here. Follow the same procedure. On the B1 dash, mark 90 degrees here. So at this point, draw two lines. Show the dimension as true length is equal to 80. Do not mention it as mm. Follow the same procedure for apparent length. That is what they are telling, right? We are supposed to find out the apparent lengths. So place your protractor on A dash in par with the apparent length. So mark 90 degrees. Place a protractor on B dash. Mark 90 degrees. Draw a dimension line. Check out the dimension. It is measuring 58 mm. So I will call it as 58. Don't write it as mm. Mechanical standards or mm. Now follow the same procedure the other side. True length you need not show. Why? Because true length is same in both the views. Place your protractor on A. Mark 90 degrees. It's almost the end of the sheet. So place your protractor on the point B. Mark 90 degrees. Extend the line. Extend the line. It's somewhere around 68 mm. So this time is equal to, this value is equal to 68. But how do we wind up the answer? So draw a box here. Under the heading answers. First one, we are supposed to find out the apparent lengths. So A dash B dash is equal to, we have already mentioned 58 mm, and AB is equal to 68 mm. Let us not forget, we are supposed to find out the apparent inclinations as well. Alpha is equal to, we know the value, it is 45 degrees. Beta is equal to 56 degrees. So close. So this completes the manual drawing of the first example. Thanks a lot for watching this video.